Hello, my name is Andres Felipe Montenegro, and today I want to present to you what I learned in the fruit trees module during this semester here at Samoran. So let's start with the presentation. For the introduction, in this module, we learn different activities about the care of different crops present here at the university. Among them, we could see lemons, guayabas, mangoes, passion fruits, and bananas, as these require different care for their proper development and production of fruits. In this presentation, I will try to explain all the cares that we have learned and the importance of each one of them. So let's start with the first topic. The first topic is nutrition. This step is one of the most important and vital in the life of a crop because, like humans, plants need certain specific nutrients for proper growth and obtain a good harvest. The engineer taught us that plants require macro with macro is with big quantity of requirement and micronutrients for a small requirement for the plants for these nutrients. Among them, we can see the following. This bag have all of the nutrients for the plants need for a good growth. So plants require those in different quantities. And if any of those is not in its exact point of requirement, can affect certain vital functions in the plant. The most common can be the retention of salts in the roots because of an excess of fertilizers. This causes growth to stop as well as the absorption of water, and this would cause the death of the plant. For the practice in the class of fertilization, we use two kinds of fertilizers, depending on the stage of growth in which the plant requires different amounts of certain nutrients. In this case, the banana, it was in vegetative stage or development. Nitrogen is needed for them. We use a fertilizer composed of NPK, N for the nitrogen, P for the potassium, and K for the phosphorus, which are the three main nutrients for grow all any plant. All the plants in the world needs these three principal nutrients. To apply it, we made a semicircle at a distance of 1 hand like this, because in that plant, in that place is where most of the roots are present underground. The next is weeding. The weeding is very, very important for take care of the crop. This procedure is done in all crops because weeds affects the growth of plants. And if they are not controlled effective, this will take away to our plants. This could result in lack of nutrients in addition to causing significant economic damage to farmers because they would have to fertilize more than necessary, taking into account that these agronomic products are quite expensive and have a significant investment in most crops. In addition to this harbor many pests which can be quite harmful to the health of the crop. The next is the pest in the plants. The constant use of insecticides in the crop is an important part of the whole process until harvest because many insects stalk the plant and fruits of the trees. So the application of those and periodic review of the crops is required to know what kind of pest the crop has as well as how to act against each of those. Those present delays in harvest time, damage to harvest fruits, and present a great mortality in the early stage of the plants. The next topic are flowering. This is one of the most important stage of the plants because in this part is the formation of the flowers that later will become fruits, which will be sold. In the case of mango, we have to make an induction to flowering so that it can generate a greater amount of fruit flowers. And this means a growth in the amount of fruit to be harvested. So there will be a greater harvest with economic advantage for the farmer. The final topic is the substrate, the home of the plants. The soil in which we will plant our plants is also an important part for our crop to be successful because it must have certain characteristics so that the plant can develop properly. Among them, it's a light soil in which the roots can grow and expand easily. This must have the ability to retain only the necessary amount of water required by the plant, because if it retains too much, can give away to the creation of fungi that will damage the roots of the plant. And finally, the soil must be fertilized and without any type of contamination, because if any of those factors fail, the plant cannot grow normally. So for the last part, I give some conclusion. The nutrition is fundamental for the growth of the plants, but you take care in this part because the plants only need exactly quantity of nutrients. For the weeding, this procedure is very fundamental because these plants steal all of nutrients for our plants. The pest, we have to too much take care to the pest because the pest diet and killed the plants and the flowers. And that's it. Thanks for watching and bye bye. See you, Miss Juana.